Welcome to Dragonfly Trading. Hope everybody is having a good Monday. Today's video is going to be on Bitcoin and ADA as per request. Remember, this is not financial advice. This is just the way that I see the market. Starting out on Bitcoin, I have two places marked here to show you and make it easier for you to understand what I'm going to talk about in the lower time frame. So as you can see right here, we had a three wave to the upside, a three wave to the downside that broke this bottom, and then we shot up like a rocket. And this is called an expanded flat. This one came to the 2.236 and almost made it to the 2.618. Right here, we had a three wave to the upside, a three wave to the downside that broke the bottom, and then we slowly grinded up to the upside all the way to the 2.618. Both of these examples are flats. When this one completed itself, it slowly ground its way all the way to the bottom down there. And then as you can see, this one rolled over also. But this visualization helps you understand what I'm going to explain in the lower time frame. Let's go up to the weekly, talk about that quickly. As I've said in my prior videos, I do not want to see the weekly time frame break this 21. In the prior bull run, we wicked through it once, creating a hammer candle, and then we kept going on our way, never breaking the 21 after that. So if we do roll over here and break this 21, I want to see a quick buy up and a hammer candle created and not close below it. Also on the RSI, in the prior bull run, we never came below the 50. So over here, we've made a little tick to the upside, but if we do roll over, I want to see it hold the 50. Let's go down and talk about the correction that we're currently in. I must have deleted this off here when let me get this back on here real quick. Okay. So right now we've hit the 1-to-1. I see this correction as an A, a B, and a C, or a WXY. It doesn't much matter right now. The labeling isn't that important. What's important is we were able to protect this low and create a higher low here so far. If we roll over, if we roll back over, right here, this blue line is the 21 MA on the weekly. So we have a lot of confluence that if we do roll over, that this 1.236 will hold. Or at least if we wick through it and hit these lower targets, that it'll be a quick buy up and we'll close above it. That's what we need to do here if this is not the start of something. So I'm going to remove this ABC so that we can talk about this current down move. So as you can see, we're in this channel. If we come up here and break above it, back test it, find support, I see us carrying on for our third, fourth, fifth, and on up to start our fifth wave. Let's talk about this in here. Let's pull some fibs on this. So as you can see, this is a three wave to the upside, a three wave to the downside that broke the bottom just like the others. And now we have this rocket to the upside. So this being a flat is still on the table until we take out the 2.618. Now, the 2.618 is the extreme that this flat can go. That is like the tippity top, can't go any further. And not all flats make it to the 2.618. A lot of them don't. The normal area for them to stop is the 1.618 or the 2.236. But they can make it to the 2.618, but that's the absolute extreme. Goes above that, flat is off the table completely. And we break the channel, it's less and less likely that this is a flat. So if it is a flat, then I see this being an A, then we came up for the B, and then we're going to get a C to the downside. And that will complete our correction. And hopefully we'll hold the 21. But let's talk about if it's not a flat. Also, before I move on, before I forget, this 4-hour time frame, what needs to happen here is this needs to find support on top of this prior consolidation here in the RSI, find support on the 40 to 50, and then kick off into bullish territory, like we saw right here. That's what needs to happen here to continue bullish and break up on out of here and be the start of something. So if it is not a flat, then we ended the correction here, and this is the start of our 5-wave leg to the upside. Let me go down lower so we can see it here. So basically, this would be 1, 2. I'm thinking all of this is 3. We're creating a 4. And we're probably going to get a hit to the high for a 5th. And that's when we will see the divergence between the 3rd and the 5th leg in here in the RSI. If this is the start of something, then at that point, we'll get some kind of correction to the downside, and that will be a nice buy-in area to take this on up. How deep this will be, I cannot say. It all depends on what happens here and how bullish we are, etc. But that is the bullish and the bearish scenario on Bitcoin. Let's move over to ADA. ADA on the weekly time frame, same thing. I don't want to see us break this 21. So let's go ahead and mark it. Also, we don't have a lot of data here, so I don't want to see us break the 50 on the weekly, even if we even get down there. We still have a lot of ways to go to even get down to the 50. So on the weekly time frame, ADA looks very healthy. Let's talk about the correction that it's in. So I'm sorry, let me move up. Kind of got ahead of myself there. I see this as a 1, 2, all of this is 3. We're creating 4 wherever it's going to end up. And we still need a 5th to the upside. At that point, this could be the top of a higher degree 3rd, and then we get another 4th and 5th, and that's how the bull run continues. So right here in the middle, I see this as this could be a truncated 5th, but I'm really leaning that this was a connector here in the middle, and that the actual correction goes like this: A or W. Actually, I think this is an X. And then Y, if it ended here. So this is how the correction went: A or W, X, Y. And it totally can be complete here. When you pull the fibs on it, it hits a nice fib level to be complete. So let's talk about what are our options. Oops. ADA has a different correction going on here, or a different look to it. So we have 2 options here. This can be an A, a B, and a C to the upside. Zigzag correction that basically can go very high if it wants to. I'm thinking 1 to 1, but it can come up into this area or even higher if it wants to. But I don't really see that happening as an ABC. I mean, it's possible, but I'm not leaning that way. I think 1 to 1 would be probably the ideal area. Let me put the 618 on here and see if it's already past it. Yeah, so 1 to 1 is our next target. So this is the bearish scenario. If this plays out, then this correction to the downside would be a W. We come up for an X, and then we come back down for a Y. Or we could make an ABC in here also, but they're basically the same type of movement. There's just a little bit of difference between them, but they make the same shape. So if this ends up being an ABC in the middle, which it can come up very high, what makes it a C or a Y is what the wave shape is coming down. So if it's a Y wave, it's going to come down in 3 waves. If it's a C wave, it's going to come down in 5. That's the difference. So this is the bearish scenario. Let's talk about the bullish scenario. The bullish scenario is this is the start of something and the correction is over. If that is the case, we do not want to break this low right here. So that would mean we have a 1, 2, 3, needs to come to the 1.618, 4, and 5. And that will most likely be the first leg of the fifth wave that we're looking for. So the bullish scenario, this is what it needs to do. And then we'd get a 3-wave pullback. And then, you know, obviously you could catch it in here if you want to, but this is what we need for the bullish scenario. So 8 is a little more difficult to be able to tell what it's going to do, but if we break this low, this impulse is off the table. So I hope I made that clear and understanding. Let me know in the comments, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day.